get on the bus. Get on the bus.
You know what? I steal these ideas. I don't just come up with them.
Hey.
Oh, burn! Spoiler alert. Welcome to episode 158 of Thanks for Watching. We're recording Monday, June 7th. Happy Pride Month, everybody. Woohoo!
Yeah.
All right, a whole month of fun and celebration. So you'll be hearing this Tuesday or whenever I get this out. It's usually the next day, right? I'm DJ.
And I'm Joe.
And Beth's not here.
No Beth.
No Beth. Yeah, her mom needed a little extra help today, and so Beth is helping her mom, and so James is on. He says, "I hope your mom gets better soon, Beth." So we all hope so. So, all right. So how was your weekend, Joe?
It was pretty good. We tried a new cooking experiment.
Ooh.
Crackhead Blue did all the hard work, and I just smoked the meat, and then she threw it together. It's called cochinita pibil, and it's traditionally cooked in the ground. We just did it in the smoker. It tastes great. Crackhead Blue wants to try it legit in the ground, so we're gonna have to build a pit and do the covered and all that stuff. So yeah, we're looking forward to try that.
How deep does a pit have to be for that?
I think only like 18 inches.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
Okay.
There's a couple videos she's found, and she's been watching them, getting all the notes and the stuff together for that, and then we're gonna dig it, line it with bricks, and give it a shot.
Cool. I mean, do you put coal in there too, or how does that work?
Well, yeah, you build a fire in there, you let it get all reduced down to coals.
Okay.
And then you get it real super hot, and then you throw that sucker in there and cover it up and let it do its thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. That's cool. I had no idea. Like, I've been to Hawaii and gone to the luau's where they took the meat out of the ground, but I had no idea what that meant. I know. Clueless DJ. I can't believe it. I mean, I kind of would have guessed that you put coals or whatever in there, but I was like, stupid me. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like, this is delicious.
When you hear coals, like sometimes I can also refer to a fire, the wood completely breaking down to coals.
Oh, okay.
Not just it's not like briquettes like you would start a little barbecue.
Right.
Like you get the wood down to a coal state.
Oh, that makes sense.
So yeah, Crackhead Blue found the recipe and the instructions on how to make the pit, and we're gonna have to go buy some bricks and a big piece of steel. I'll have to install like some handles on it, and we're gonna give it a shot, man. We got some work that's gonna happen in the backyard here this week, so hopefully soon
cool.
We can get all that stuff together. We gotta just find somebody giving away free bricks on Craigslist or something.
Oh, there you go.
And go pick them up.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Dang. Now, depending on what kind of wood you have, does that help with the flavor of the meat? Like,
yeah, I'm sure you can. Yeah, you can use just like the way I smoke now in the offset. I can use different woods to influence the flavor of the meat.
Oh man, I need to get into that. That sounds so good.
It's rewarding when you make one that's really good and everybody really eats it up. Like the last pork butt that I smoked, we took it to a friend's house and it disappeared, and it was probably the best one I've ever made. So that's its own reward to watch everybody be happy and eat your food.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh yeah. I've got to get a smoker. I think we haven't in our new house, we haven't bought a grill or anything yet. So just trying to decide what we really want, and the smoking thing, you guys keep doing it. It sounds so good. I'm gonna have to do it.
Especially when it comes out good. And yeah, you just gotta practice. Keep practicing. I mean,
yeah,
just keep trying it.
That's cool. I'm gonna have to do this. Very cool. Well, I'm glad that your trial run went well.
Well, for that style, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll do it. We're gonna do it legit though.
Rock on.
Yeah.
You can
How was
invite
your
people
weekend?
over when you do that? No.
I mean, maybe not the first time, because you don't want to you want to try it for yourself. Make sure you get it working right.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. What else did you do?
Put some stuff in our eyes,
Yay.
which we can talk about. Saw some friends we hadn't seen in a while, so it was a good weekend.
Rock
It was a
on.
good weekend.
Very cool.
What about you?
Super busy weekend when it comes to studying. That was pretty much my
Right.
weekend.
Right.
I managed to put one film in my eye, or both of my eyes, and then another half a film, and I'll explain that in a little bit. And then I had a couple other films that I forgot to mention like a couple of weeks ago, but I wanted to shout out those films, I suppose. But this weekend I finally started my final class. So, yay, I'm excited about that. At least my current final class, because I know I'm going to be joining some sort of university later to add more school and put more wrinkles in my brain.
And just a note real quick for our listeners. Sorry, Deej.
No
we
worries.
got James, Crackhead Blue, and Wendy joining us live on Discord right
Rock
now.
on, everybody. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Well, not everybody, but that's still pretty darn cool. All right. Welcome to the Discord, James, Crackhead Blue.
Welcome in,
and
guys.
Wendy.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yay. Well, hey, that wasn't interrupting because I was pretty much done with my weekend
Okay.
there. Oh, but my week, oh my gosh, my dog, we had to have 5 of her teeth removed.
Oof.
Poor puppy. Oh my gosh. And, I get her back from the vet and other places, and she gets so excited. But she was so hyped up on drugs that she just was like, yeah, whatever, you're my dad. And flops right in my arms. And I'm like, it was the sweetest thing, but also like, oh, poor little gal. You're like, 5 less teeth in your head.
Yeah, but we had an older dog too that removed teeth, and they always feel better after they're done. So
Yeah, I hope so, because, well, I can already tell. And she's refusing to take her pain meds. So, like this gal is smart. Like, she learned that we were putting it in her peanut butter. She said, forget it. Don't want it there. We put it in her pepperoni and then figured it out and said, forget it. I don't ever want pepperoni again. We put it in, like, that cheese in a can, but for dogs, not for the humans. And at first she loved on that and then realized we were putting our meds in that and then was like, done. Nope, forget it. And so I don't even know what to do anymore other than you had 3 days worth of pain meds and some antibiotics.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you're okay.
You gotta just shove it down her throat.
I guess so, but she's so smart. I don't know how she gets it out. Like, I will put it in there and then hold her mouth, and she will just keep it on her tongue and not swallow
No,
it.
you gotta physically push it down her throat.
I don't know if I can do that.
Well, we do it to our dogs. You can do it.
Do you?
I believe in you.
Yeah, even though it's a little dog, I don't know.
You can do it.
I so worry.
You could do it.
You think?
She'll swallow it.
Okay, I'll try. Maybe I need you to, like, on my phone, like, coaxing me through it. I don't know. It just seems so tough. Poor puppy. I feel so bad. Okay, shove it down her throat. I think I could do. I just don't want her to bite me either. But
She won't bite you.
Okay.
Yeah, see, Crackhead Blue's backing me up. We shove pills down our dogs' throats all the time.
Really, you just shove it down there. Okay, I'll have to try that. Oh, I'm so nervous now. Okay.
No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Okay. Oh, poor puppy though. I feel so bad. Okay, I'll do it. We'll figure that out. Okay. What did she say? She says with a single finger.
Single finger. Yep.
Okay. All right. I just gotta get good at it.
We can demonstrate on Marco Polo for you or something.
Okay. Oh yes. Oh, I would love that. That would be helpful because
Yeah.
I've never done that. I mean, I've done it with the cats, but it's not. It's a little bit different there, I guess. And okay,
Yeah, see, Crackaboo's giving you pro tips right now for free.
okay, all right.
Cats are impossible. We we try to hide it in all kinds of food for that.
Yeah, I don't.
So
I was able to
cats are
get the
no-
cats easily. I just,
Cats are a no-go.
no.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So
same
well,
with the cats.
we-
I could probably do it with the dog. We'll see.
so listeners, there you go. Just shove it down their throat. All right. Deej, what do we got on the agenda today?
Let's shove some movies down everybody else's throat, shall we?
Yeah, let's shove some movies down some throats.
So let's see. Last week, I don't even remember last week, but this week, Charlie Cox films we'll talk about. I do have a movie or a couple movies coming out this weekend, so I'll talk about those, or at least let you know what they are, right? Oh, how about this? Rob Zombie has confirmed he will be directing a reboot of The Munsters. So I'm looking forward to that. I liked The Munsters, and it's going to be a movie. It's not like going to be a TV series, so which is interesting. They're taking old movies, old TV shows, and turning them into movies. It's going that route. I don't know. I did like The Munsters, so we'll see how that goes. Other news: AMC is coming back super strong. Last weekend, they made $80 million or something like that, something silly, and then they just sold like $2 billion worth of stock to boost their income. So they're planning something, and
Yeah, some of that stock stuff I heard might be a little fishy, but hey, whatever.
well, I think it's. Oops, I just smacked my microphone. Sorry, folks. And but yeah, it sounds like it would be a little fishy, but companies do that all the time. They'll like sell stock just to build their income a little bit, and that's okay. I mean, they've always had sort of a return on investment there, so I mean, I don't think you can lose. I mean, it's post-pandemic type of number, or actually it's pandemic numbers right now because we're still kind of in the midst of it. So if we come out of the pandemic, they're ready. They're like strong and ready to go. So we'll see. But I mean, they're doing really well. I mean, they $80 million last weekend, and I mean, if you look at it, they have the most movie theaters in the United States. So they have kind of like a major market share. But their stock is high. Like I remember buying their stock at like $5 a share, and now it's like at I don't even know, $20-something a share or something. But hey, don't
AMC?
I don't know.
I think it's way higher than that.
Okay, you know what? You're right. I think it is higher than that.
Yeah.
So, but either way, like I'm not really an investor. I just put money into the stock every once in a while just so I can build some income. So, but anyway, and I'm not really big on that stock stuff. It's just for fun. And that's all the news that I have. Like, it's been crazy. Just school. Do you have any news in the entertainment?
Not really entertainment news, no.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I did read an article. Sorry, about a yet to be released or finished George Romero film that will be it's something he was working on before he died.
Oh,
and I think someone's taking it up to finish it off, and it'll be like the final chapter of all the Dead series. Like, even though there's millions of them already, it'll be the last one he ever did or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I'm not quite sure what it's called, and it's kind of a little half-assed news report on that, but I did read something about that. So
that's okay. It's enough for people to look up.
Yeah, I will. You keep talking. I will look that up.
Okay. Well, how about I tell you all this? Wait. If you have a news story that you want us to cover or talk about or what have you, send us a message at 512-PODCAST. That's 512-763-2278. We have email address, shoutout at tfwmovies.com. Website, www.tfwmovies.com. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at tfwmovies, and Patreon. And if you become a Patreon subscriber, you get to listen to us live on the Discord, which is happening, right now, where we have James, Crackhead Blue, and Wendy. Woohoo! Thanks for joining us. Crew. And then, you also get to be in our Marco Polo group. So lots of cool things you could do through the Patreon, which is www.patreon.com/tfwmovies. There we go.
There it is.
Yeah. So did you find
Okay, so I found it. Yeah, it is. He was quietly developing Twilight of the Dead, a concluding chapter intended to be his final statement on the genre, and he died in 2017 while he was working on that. So Suzanne Romero, the widow, is opening up and talking about it and sharing her plans to take it to the screen. So she's been developing the script with 3 screenwriters, and they're trying to figure out how to bring it to the screen, and that'll be his final stamp on the genre.
Is it
that he essentially kind of grandfathered in, if you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, would you consider it like, I mean, he's dead and this Dead movie comes out. Like, that's pretty, I mean, I think it's amazing.
It's meta. It's very meta.
Very meta, actually. Yes, I love that. Wow. Cool. Well, thanks for bringing us that news report.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah. So this week we're going to talk about a short list of this gentleman who was born in 1982. So he's the same age as Crackhead. No. Nope. Same age as Penny and Beth. Woohoo! He was born in London. He has English, Scottish...
London.
Yes, London. And he drinks water from a bottle. I'm sorry, that was just...
That's all right. That's okay.
Anyhow, let's see. He has English, Scottish, and Irish ancestry and descends from prominent forebears. Like baronesses and other great things. And I think even a colonial governor of New York from back in the day. So, yeah. Anyhow, that is none other than Charlie Cox. There we go. So we'll start with Crackhead Blue, like we always do. Who, by the way, used the 512 podcast phone number to send us. Don't ask me why I had to do that. She says...
Okay, I won't.
Good. She says, Stardust, Theory of Everything. And by the way, I think I've seen Theory of Everything, but I don't remember it. I feel like I really need to see it again, because I feel like it's something that I enjoyed and want to see it again. But it's not on my list because I don't remember it. That's the problem. Okay, King of Thieves and Daredevil, baby. Baby is not actually part of the title. It's just
in case anyone's searching Daredevil Baby.
Right.
That's not the title.
I could picture somebody like me doing that, right? Because I probably have done something. Not this time. I did not search up Daredevil Baby. All right. Cool. Thank you, Crackhead Blue, for that wonderful list. All right, and here's a little blurb from James. He says, the actor Charlie Cox. Well, I've looked him up in the past when I first saw him in the Netflix series Daredevil to see what else he was in. If memory serves, he was in Stardust and, of course, King of Thieves. And while I recall him having lots of other movies, I haven't seen his other works, or at least can't remember them now. Based on the credits and fame he's gotten from the series Daredevil, I'm sure we'll be seeing much more of him soon enough. Though this week's list is short, I'll end it the same way I always do. To Beth, Joe, and DJ, thank you for the podcast and have a wonderful show and wonderful night. Woohoo! Thank you, James. Much appreciated. I know you're going to be at work, so have a wonderful night if you can. Break some rules, have some good times. Just, don't tell them I said that, though. All right. We did have somebody from TikTok at Stoic Runner. There we go. I think I said it right. Downtown Abbey. I think I said that wrong. Darned it.
Downtown Abbey. You got it.
Downtown Abbey. There we go.
Downton Abbey.
All right. And then on Instagram, we had somebody, noah.ba.boa _ says, Salo, there we go, or the 120 Days of Sodom.
Okay.
I hope I said that right. Charlie is fantastic in it and gives what I think is one of the best performances of all time. And Pier Paolo Pasalone's directing, writing is amazing. It's such a great film with amazing cinematography and dialogue. So there you go.
There you go.
That's the one they like. Woohoo! So, Wendy, did you say any add one to this list? I didn't see it. Oh, but anyway, that's it. That's all of our lists. So, or at least our listeners' lists. So here's ours.
Listeners lists.
That's it. I'll go. I'll start. I've got Daredevil. I know it's TV, but still. I mean, it was streamable. It was.
Hey, I didn't say anything.
It was watchable. What? All right. Washable. Yeah. That suit was washable. It needed to be. It had a lot of blood. James has to leave the chat, right? So we'll see you a little later, senor. At least next week, perhaps.
Take care, James. Have a good night.
All right. Where was I? Stardust and King of Thieves. There you go. All right. Beth wrote in. You want me to do hers?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, here we go. My favorite Charlie Cox movie is Stardust, though he was good in Daredevil. He has a lot of short films, I guess. He. So there you go. I did notice he has a lot of short films. Kind of crazy. That I mean, I don't know if they went to like different competitions or what have you. So I don't know. Cool. Good for him. I haven't seen any of his shorts, so. What do you have, Doris? Joe?
Just Stardust and King of Thieves.
Cool. Very cool. Yeah.
And I hadn't seen Stardust until Crackhead Blue showed it to me.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, quite funny.
Yeah, it's good. I have the DVD sitting around in my collection. And now it's time for stuff we're putting in our eyes. And Alphabet Movie Soup this week was L, brought to you by Beth, who picked Last of the Mohicans.
Yeah.
So tell me, what did you think, Joe?
Well, I hadn't seen it in a long time.
Yeah.
And funny story, true story, is Crackhead Blue watched it like last week.
Oh, you're kidding.
And I remember her watching it while I was in here doing something, and so I was like, oh, I gotta watch it again too. And at first I was kind of like, I'd seen it. I remember it enough to talk about it, but it's a good thing I did watch it because I forgot a whole bunch.
Yeah, I had never seen it.
And you'd never seen it?
I hadn't.
Okay, well, I had a few of the key plot points. Like I totally remembered those. I just kind of forgot the sequence, and I kind of forgot who was working with who. But yeah, it's good. It's a really good movie. It's definitely, like Cracked Blue says, one of her favorite movies ever. I would definitely put it way up there.
Yeah, I really liked it. It was stunning. I mean, everything about it was beautiful. Like there was, I mean, there was some blood stuff that wasn't so beautiful. And of course the horses weren't beautiful at all. But still. I just loved that whole eating in the field thing. Mm-hmm. I don't know. you know, would you ever eat in a field with a table and chairs and all that stuff like that?
Yeah, that's how. I mean, that was their dining room essentially.
I
It was
would too.
Outdoors in nature, man.
Yeah, I just thought that was amazing. I'm like, I mean, it's not unlike having like a chairs out back or whatever, and tables and chairs or what have you in the backyard. Still pretty nifty. I thought it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, during one of the first attack scenes, when the hoax, is that what they were? Because you had the Mohicans and the Hoax. I'm not
The Hurons.
Huron, that's it. The Hurons.
Huron tribe.
So the
main bad guy was a Huron, but he was captured by Mohawks.
Right.
And raised as a Mohawk, and then he tried to come back to the Hurons and be like, "Hey, look at it! Look all this stuff that I've done." And then they were like, "Nah, man, you're like ultra violent, man. We don't want that."
Yeah. Yikes. Yeah. So it was that first attack scene when the ladies were off to the the whole group was off to
They're going to the fort.
They were heading to the fort, exactly. And their first attack, and boom, what happens? The horse immediately kicks the lady off of the off of him. And I'm like,
but she landed on her feet.
Well, lucky for her, but I mean, what if she was...
You can't vilify the horse there. I don't think the horse did anything wrong. He was scared.
Yeah.
There it is. I know.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, that was just... Yeah, I don't know. And I mean, it very... Yeah. All right, I won't go any further with that. All right. Where else was I have a lot of notes. I don't know what that means. Sorry, just as women can't handle, so the tribe gets thrown off. I don't know what I said there.
Okay.
So Daniel Day-Lewis, I'm wondering if they made him, like, was that makeup or did he have a tan or how did that happen? Because, like, he was born in London. He's not really at all Native
Maybe
American.
he just tanned a little bit.
So,
because he's not playing a Native American there. He's playing a full-on a white settler's child that was raised with Native Americans.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes a whole lot more sense now. I must have missed that.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you mentioned that.
He is the adopted son of Chingachuk. I think that's how you pronounce that.
Oh.
Chingachuk. I don't remember.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. Okay.
Yeah.
And because then he was saying I was the last of the Mohicans, and I was like, wait.
No. He wasn't saying that.
No. The father, the
right.
Chingachuk. I know I'm saying it wrong too. I'm sorry.
Definitely.
But when he was saying that, that's why I was confused. I was like, wait, why are you saying that? Your son's right there. But that makes sense now. He was adopted.
Yeah, his son would have been the last.
Right. Man, now I have
died.
to watch this film again and actually understand it better.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna give it a strong 8. Maybe even a 9 on this one.
Yeah, I would go with a 9 myself. Like, that's where I was headed. And I know this is my sort of comedy thing, but I liked how they were hiding out in the backside of water. And I know it's not a Disney film, but I just thought that was actually quite funny. No, I mean, funny but not funny. It's terrifying because you got these bad guys trying to kill you. Oh, and I thought it was interesting when they were dragging the sisters along. One sister was leashed and the other one was not. The younger one was not. So I thought that was fascinating. It just either they didn't want her leashed or she, as an actress, didn't want to have that happen. And one of the end scenes where they're having their main fight, it's on the edge of a cliff. Mm-hmm. It was just beautiful. It was absolutely...
Yeah, the scenery was really good.
Gorgeous. And I was like in the middle of saying, look at how beautiful that is. And then the guy gets stabbed with a knife and there's blood everywhere. And I was like, never mind.
Did you get a little squeamish?
Yeah, a little bit.
Got it.
So,
Yeah.
and then one last thing. It was a. Oh yeah. The music was actually really amazing as well. I really enjoyed the music. I enjoyed like a lot of the camera work that they had. But there was a couple of spots where the music was going and then abruptly ends, and I was like, "What? You can't do that. We're still in the middle of something here." But then it comes back a little bit more, and so I don't know if it's just because of the age of the film or how that works, like how they digitized it, and it just didn't work out the way it did back in the day, I guess, if that makes sense. So, yeah, great film. And I know Beth loves it. So, it's too bad she couldn't be here to say it. But we all know, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, what else have you been watching, Joe?
Well, Crackhead Blue and I watched the latest episode of Bad Batch. We watched the first Kingsman movie.
Oh, yes.
We're working on the second one right now.
Okay.
We're about halfway through that one. I tried to watch World's End, and I will say that having seen Shaun of the Dead a bunch, Hot Fuzz a couple times now, well, once all the way through, but a couple times trying to get started, and World's End, I would say their movies, Shaun of the Dead's their funniest one. World's End was just a mess. And I was like trying to hang in there, and I was just kind of like, I don't know, nothing's really getting me here, like, no. And then Crackhead Blue had mentioned like, this movie's a mess, and my brain was trying to like figure that out, but when I actually heard it said out loud, I'm like, yeah, it is, and I stopped watching it. I turned it off.
Got it.
So I have not completed the Calippo trilogy, unfortunately.
Aww.
I feel like we talked about Hobbs and Shaw last week because I watched that.
You had stopped watching it to do the show, and then
that's right. We had to finish it. Okay, so put Hobbs and Shaw in my eyes. What a thrill ride that was! That's like an amusement. It's a 2-hour amusement park. Basically.
It is,
and that's kind of like these Kingsman movies are the same. Like they're just goofy and fun and over the top. And it's a good time. Hobbs and Shaw was fun.
And I have to say, I did put Kingsman in my eyes a couple of weeks ago. I forgot to mention it on the podcast, and it was just, I don't know. Samuel L. Jackson was phenomenal in that.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting him to pop up there.
Yeah.
So have you seen the second one?
Yes, I have.
Okay, we're like I said, we're halfway through it right now. So
got it. I spent money on it. I actually have it in my digital collection.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I like it.
I feel like we watched. Oh, I watched Brightburn.
Oh, okay.
Finally saw that.
Oh, so what did you think of that one? Because when I talked about it, it was just like.
I liked it.
Yeah,
I thought it was like very dark and just
dark. Yes.
This is like kind of like The Boys before The Boys came out. Right?
Yes,
like,
exactly.
This is what would happen if they gave into their impulses and just did whatever they wanted to do.
But less attempt at dark humor. It was just dark.
There was no humor at all, right?
Yeah.
It was just this kid was troubled.
And I didn't expect that. I expected some sort of redemption out of it. There was none.
I didn't think there was going to be.
Yeah.
Especially what he did to Mom. So, yep, that's
gosh.
it.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm trying to remember.
Like I was saying, I've only seen it once, and it still has me scarred.
Yeah, I don't think I need to watch it again. It was good. I liked it.
Yeah. Cool.
It was his calling. Yeah, you're right. Crackhead Blue. Did we watch anything else that I'm forgetting? Bad Batch.
How did
Those
you like
movies.
the scene in Hobbs and Shaw where he's holding the chain with the trucks and the helicopter?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of, I mean it's ultra ridiculous, but it was like I loved it. Obviously,
Right.
I love The Rock. The Rock can do no wrong in my eyes.
It's right.
You know what I mean? I was a huge fan of his when he was wrestling only before he started acting.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, they need to do a part 2 to that just because, honestly, those two guys, hilarious.
It was good. It was a really great movie.
Rock on.
Great, like very good, like bubblegum. That's a popcorn movie. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, that's one you go to the theater in the summertime for a good time.
Absolutely. And to see that on the big screen, that's amazing. Well,
Yeah, that's about it. I think. I'm pretty sure that's everything. Let me see.
okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
I have hardly anything. Like the Last of the Mohicans was my one, and then I did watch Cruella again because I like it. And then I have to say when my father-in-law was here, I forgot I mentioned we watched Superman 1 through 4, like the Christopher Reeves one. So huge difference from today's technology. It's amazing. And we did watch half, which I do want to finish, of Greenland. So we only watched half because Penny fell asleep in the middle of it, and I didn't want to finish it without her. So that's it.
Gotcha.
This week, like I said, only watched Cruella and Last of the Mohicans, and that's it. I think Greenland was last week, and I just discovered it on my queue. Like, you've only watched half of this, and I was like, oh no, I gotta finish it. So,
Gotcha.
yeah. So
Yeah, that's yeah.
yeah.
I put some movies in my eyes that I had been wanting to for a bit and just never really got around to it. So
That makes sense.
the Kingsman movies are more fun than I thought they'd like. I remember when they first started showing the trailer for the first one, I was kind of like, this seems very, I don't know. Like, I was kind of like already immediately out on it.
Yeah.
Just like, are they just trying to cash in on like, spy movies? Like we've had a million spy movies, but, yeah, it's so over the top and ridiculous. It's like, oh, this is fun. This is a fun movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'll watch it over and over again.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hey, next week, who do you want to talk about? We've got Daniel Day-Lewis, Madeline Stowe, or gosh,
I think we should do
the gentleman who was Magua.
Mogwai, yeah, or Mao. What's his name? Crackhead Blue, help me out. Magoo. I'm just kidding.
So his name's Wes Studio.
Wes Studi, yeah, Wes Studi.
Oh, Wes Studi. Okay, there we go.
Let's do Wes Studi.
Okay, cool.
He's been in a lot of stuff.
He is. He's in one of my favorite movies, Mystery Men.
There you go.
I don't have M this week, but that probably would have been one of my things. Or did we already do Mystery Men like a year ago? Or whatever it was?
I don't know. I've never seen it, so.
Oh, okay. Then I didn't have you watch it. That's all right. You have M this week, right? So you'll be figuring.
I
out
do have M.
Sweet. There's a lot of M films out there. So
There is. There's a lot of films for every letter. Think about it.
that's true. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Hey, this weekend you could see In the Heights in theaters and on HBO Max. I am looking forward to that. Looks like a lot of fun. If you like musicals, you're probably gonna like this one. So, probably. I don't know. We'll see. Peter Rabbit 2. I mean, it was supposed to come out last year or something like that. Finally came out, or comes out this weekend. And if you get a chance to go to the theaters, they're having a sneak peek of Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. So if you've seen the Hitman's Bodyguard, you'll know what I mean by that. I didn't even know they were doing a second one. Like, had no idea. And that's with Samuel L. Jackson and what's his name? Deadpool guy. I'm blanking on his name.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. There we go. So And Delma Hayek? Delma Hayek? I'm saying it wrong too.
Selma Hayek?
Yeah. Selma. Thank you, Blue. You're my Beth today. Give her a microphone, everybody.
Salma Hayek.
Salma Hayek. Yeah. So, anyway, so it's gonna be fun. I just knew it. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, I've box office numbers. Like I didn't even open up box office numbers. Hey, did you know there was a Conjuring 3 that came out?
Nope, I did not know that.
Are you even into the Conjuring films?
I like the first one. The second one got a little campy.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know they did a third one.
Yeah, it's called The Devil Made Me Do It. So I don't know if it'd be more campy for you. So anyway, $24 million, not too shabby. Quiet Place hit number 2 this week at $19.5 million. So it's still kicking butt. Like a total gross of like 88 million right now. So, whew, that's a lot. And it will be on Paramount Plus in like, I want to say 30 days or so, something like that. Cruella is still in theaters, 11 million, not bad. And then Spirit Untamed, I'm not exactly sure what that is. It's a Universal Pictures film, 6 million. I don't know. And number 5 is Raya and the Last Dragon. So Disney's got 2 of them in the top 5. Crazy. And that was like 1 million. I bet that would be pretty on the big screen. I'm gonna have to put that on my big screen in my theater room.
There you go. You got the setup.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
So that's the box office numbers. And then I lost my place. All right. Where are we? Oh, it's time. Wow. Okay. So, the gentleman's name, Wes
Studi.
Okay, Wes Studi.
Like study, but Studi.
Got it. Okay, Wes Studi. If you have a film with Wes Studi in it that you really like, send us a message, 512podcast, or shout out at tfwmovies.com through email, or at tfwmovies on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. Woohoo! And I'll even give you a chance to do it on my TikTok, or you could actually, I put it on our Instagram, so you could check it out there too. All right, time to plug something. Checho's Standard Tattoo Parlor, as usual. We will plug him. He is the mastermind of our logo and creator of any of the art we really love. And so check him out on Instagram, the Standard Tattoo Parlor, where you could, go get a tattoo. I think he's about ready to start taking appointments again. So, I don't know. Check him out on Instagram. And then he also does shirts and all kinds of other things. So, coming soon, there'll be some famous people at his shop signing autographs. So, I'll let you know more about that probably next week. So, more to come. The Nerda-in-Law is a book that I wrote about being in a relationship with somebody that has parents that are deaf. Whew. And that's spelled Nerda.
Published author.
Was that?
Very nice. I said published author. Very nice.
Yeah. It's fun. I do enjoy that. Joey Flair, her album is at Joey, Joie, Flair, Flare, .bandcamp.com, joeyflair.bandcamp.com. Check out her stuff. She is doing an opening for us, so looking forward to that. Joe, what do you want to plug?
I will plug my Twitch channel like I always do. You can find me at twitch.tv/apostle_OFC. We stream 3 nights a week, generally, sometimes a Sunday thrown in there. You can find me there about 6:30 PST, and we play games. We talk about funny. We do video breaks, which is cool. Somebody will suggest a funny video, and we'll stop what we're doing to watch it on screen and talk about it. It's a good time. Come check me out at Twitch, guys.
Cool. Be there or be square. That's right. Well, now we've come to the part of the show where Beth usually says stuff, but it's going to be me today. Woohoo! We want to say thank you to our Patreon subscribers, Lucas, Abby, Tyler, Teacher J.M. Strauss, Sean, Cricket Blue, Wendy, James. Thank you all for being subscribers to our Patreon. Thank you, Big Checho, for all your artistic duties. Appreciate it. Thank you to our cast, DJ McGee, Beth Labine. I know you're not here, but we still love you anyway. You are always part of the show, no matter what. Thank you, Joe Ray. Much appreciated for being on the show. We want to thank the people that help us out, that keep us going, keep us motivated to do the show. Thank you, Crackhead Blue. Thank you, Dorothy Fielden. And thank you, Penny McGee. You guys are awesome. Lastly, I do want to thank you, the listener, because, well, without you, what would we be doing right now? Talking to each other about movies? Okay, we should just keep recording it when we do this. But anyway, no, thank you so much for listening. Much appreciated. I see the numbers. I see you there listening. And really, we're grateful for that. Also, I guess we should say, keep washing your hands and be excellent to each other. You make me laugh.